Obomu bumbune enweghị Obomu bumbune enweghị ibe. Aba kone kone, aya kone kone. Ogbenye dị bumbu ade.
Guys, our legend is coming out to see us. I paid a courtesy visit to a legendary folklore, Sir Mike Ejaya, and I didn't do this just for myself, but for everybody that is enjoying his music today. And I pray that as many that are seeing this, you will surely live long and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Share this love to as many as you can. Papa waved his beautiful hands to us, and his son helped to remove his working aid. So I had to send my workers to go down and get the things I came with. They are just small things, so beverages and some other things. So as they went down, his son was interpreting to him the reason why we came, because daddy is very old and he barely understands some certain things. Old age is sweet.
We are in Enugu State, in the place of a legendary folklore, Sir Mike Ejaya. And before Anyabia, we made a call. Guinea na Guinea, what and what are we going to come with? In case daddy we don't want to bring the one that the children will eat or the grandchildren will eat. Daddy's own personally. So they told us that we should come with beverages. And that was why we came with all these things.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So after presenting the items I came with, it was time to do the needful. That's the tradition of the Igbo land. If you know, you know. But as we were waiting for them to get the plate for the kola nuts, Ebugo was bringing out the things. I was cracking jokes. Everybody was laughing. Normally, me and a comedian, no cap. So it wasn't long. The plate landed, and I removed the kola nuts from the nylon and poured it into the plate for tradition to be done. And it was time for Daddy to pray for the kola nuts.
Ozela ya chukwu. Ayo na tuna fuma e.
Amen. Nifu aja na kan. Ni yesu ko wa ije ya. Nigo.
Aya kele ba mo.
Kele ba.
Kele ba su bia ni ja. Emo na su go. Awu pa no ju bia. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
I just wake up.
Daddy, the people are what the poor. I'm thinking I can. Hey,
Every tradition is unique, and I urge everyone to respect his or her tradition. After the prayers, the breaking of kola nuts, the boy was asked to share the kola nuts to everybody, for everybody to take and partake from the kola nut, which is the way we do it in Igbo land. So Daddy being the first and the eldest, he was offered. Daddy took his own. His son, I think that was his first son, also took his own. Then they handed over to another elderly man there. The elderly man said no, where they give to Bob2funny. So now Bob2funny, I say I beg, I collected, everybody collected, everybody was collecting. It was a beautiful moment. As the breaking of kola nuts were going and sharing, everybody was happy. There is one thing I noticed about this family. They are full of joy and happiness. Even the hospitality was a top notch. Guys, I can't thank them enough for how comfortable they made me feel. Or you listen to my compliments.
I've always known about the name. My father be a very big fan. When I got my friend, I said no. When we do get away, Sir Mike Ejaya, can we do bar one pam? Because on our every morning and every evening, mpam ojeno uluku mango, ikuku aniku, ono channel like this. Ojide phone, tahom ko radio we na body egu. I barely say mpago na guy. I say ejikuna muso, jikulu magi. So that time only why you, I na say egu oda agbo. So as I grew up and I started listening to the music, I saw what my father was enjoying. Now, the musicians we have these days, they are trying their best. But there's one thing about their music. They tell us more about money and women. And they make us pursue what is irrelevant. What can I actually impress? But musics like Sir Mike and his contemporaries gave you more meaning to life.
Yes.
Music like Obugini mere mmadụ ji akpọrọ m n'ọnụ, ọ bụ mụ na-enweghị ikwu, ọ bụ mụ bụ mbụ na-enweghị ibe. Now when you listen to that music, that doesn't mean you forever be a poor person. But for the meantime, endure. It will give you reason to live and not reason to pursue and die. So that is why we are here, to show appreciation. Currently, aside the fact that my father is a big fan, but he's still alive, he's a big fan, and I have even come to understand that this is music and will remain music. If I'm statistically good enough, I'll say more than 300 content creators have used this sound, and still counting. So I say to myself, that doesn't make me too righteous, but it's courtesy, and I deem it fit to come and pay a legendary visit, a courtesy visit to Daddy, and tell him thank you for giving us this music that we are enjoying now. Because let's imagine that this music had raw. Can you be high and enjoy now? So the music gave us an enjoyment for now, and I believe that this enjoyment will last long.
Amen.
That's why I came with all these things. They are very small. These things are very small. But I say let me come with this. And then so so I've come to spray this little on Never Daddy, you know, and I will need that and do it because I've met so many legends, and I've done something like this. I've decided to pay a courtesy visit to Daddy and show a little appreciation, not just as much as I can, because he's not just a father to his family, he's a father to all. Someone who stood the gap of giving us not just music but words of encouragement. Is my father, and the father of everybody that understands life the way I understand. And with this little, I'll say, Daddy, thank you so much. Mbe isini patonye asomani ya dubenyi chebenyi odika sina patamenyi asemani ya dubenyi chebenyi odika sina patamenyi okwenyi gabisi oche enyi na-aga na isogi n'azụ asịmani ya dube enyi chebe enyi ọ dịka asị na-apata m enyi asịmani ya dube enyi chebe enyi ọ dịka asị na-apata m enyi enyi na-aga na isogi n'azụ gwọgwọgwọ ngwọ enyi na-aga na isogi n'azụ gwọgwọgwọ ngwọ. Daddy, you are too much. Daddy, you are too much. Obogini mere mmadụ ji kpụrụ m n'ọnụ. Obogini mere mmadụ ji akpụrụ m n'ọnụ. Ọbụmụ bụ mbụ na-enweghị ikwu. Ọbụmụ bụ mbụ na-enweghị ibe. Ara m ka onye ka onye. Anya m ka onye ka onye. Ogbenye dị bụ mbụ adị. Ayo. Oh my God, see again now. Oh my God, someone did tag that. Agwari legwa. Agwale na no do kasi. Obogini mere mmadụ ji akpụrụ m n'ọnụ. Obogini mere mmadụ ji akpụrụ m n'ọnụ. Ọkwa mụ na-ebunye onwe m mmụọ. Ọkwa mụ na-enweghị mmadụ. Ugwu nọ ka mụ na-afụ. Ụbọchị dị mụ na. Daddy, this is very little, but I will say with this little thing. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for watching that video. Please do us a favor. Sharing is free, commenting is free, and try to follow this channel, Ndubonch TV.